Hello everyone, Lady Pop Hunter here, and today I was actually tagged in a video. First time ever, so I'm so excited about that. But the tag is to show your top 5 items from your collection, and it can be anything in your collection. So I have 5 things that I'm going to show. This video is going to have a little editing because I have to move around to get to them because some of the things are too big, so I can't just, hold it up and show it. But Comic Collector Geek, I've talked about him several times before because I usually do his Friday challenges. He was tagged in a video, and he tagged me because he had to tag 5 people. So I was tagged, and he's big on comics, but he showed things other than comics. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm heavy on action figures. So I'm gonna show a few action figures, not a lot. And some other things just to show variety, but mainly things that mean a lot to me. So we're gonna move around to a couple of spots, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the things that I can hold up. Okay, the first thing that I'm showing is actually these 2. It's my Joker statues. I couldn't choose between them. I love both of them equally. So this is one. I'm not showing them in any particular order. I'm just showing my top 5. But I love these 2 statues. I love the movie. I've talked about it so many times. I know people are probably tired of hearing me talk about this movie, but this is one of my favorite modern movies. I can watch it over and over. I think Joaquin Phoenix did a great job. I liked him before. I saw him in other stuff. I think he's a great actor, but this movie, he really dug in and did a fantastic job. And I'm excited and nervous about part 2. There's a lot of things that they're talking about that I'm kind of like, oh God, please don't ruin it. But I'm excited to see what they're going to do with those 2 movies. With that movie. So we'll see how it goes. But this one right here that you're looking at now is the Queen Studio, where he's at the night show, and he's in the dressing room waiting to go in. This one is from Prime 1, and when that famous scene, he's coming down the stairs, he's dancing, going to the TV studio. So they're both quarter scale. No, they're not quarter scale. Sorry, they're 1/3 scale statues. Okay, and the next item is my strawberry shortcake house. I actually got this year in 2022. My husband gave it to me for our anniversary. And I love strawberry shortcake. This one, I just started collecting strawberry shortcake. I remember them as a kid, but then I just wasn't really that into it. And then I started seeing them around, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. And it just grew on me. It grew on me. And I wanted the house, but I was like, man, I'm never going to get that house. But we got the house, and I love the house. And if you saw some prior videos where I had the diorama set up of the Raggedy Ann and Andy and the Bernstein Bears and the Sesame Street Park scene, I had that all set up together. I want to add the strawberry shortcake house to that diorama. And one day we're going to have some room and be able to set up that diorama with the strawberry shortcake house in the background and the others in the front, like they're coming to the house and setting up to have a picnic and a sleepover, and that'll be cool. Also, another thing that we're going to add to the house, and I'll show you the figures. I have to buy some loose figures two loose figures. One of them is here, Huckleberry to represent David, and Orange Blossom to represent me. And then you know David and you know me. You understand why we have to have those two figures loose to go in the house, because that'll be me and David. And it'll be, oh, here we go. They're side by side. They'll go in the house together to represent me and David. Okay, and I'm back. So now for the final three. I have this comic book. This is my holy grail comic book. I know everybody's like, oh, that's just Batman 227. Nothing so great and awesome about that. But I love this cover. I haven't read it yet. I will read it. But when I first saw this cover, I just knew, man, I have to have that book. And I searched around and I found a copy that wasn't so expensive. I mean, yeah, you're not going to get a high grade, but I own it and I'm just happy about this book. So this is one of my favorite covers for my comic book collection. Now this one, I know people will laugh. It's a record. It's a Care Bear record. And it's a big story behind this record. When I was in, I think either 3rd or 4th grade, in elementary school, they used to have a catalog that came out, I don't know, 3-4 times a year. And it had books, VCR tapes, and records in there. And you can order it and you get it back and it's yours. And that is the only catalog my parents let me order from. And I always ordered books. I would get a bunch of different books and I would read them. And in one issue, they had this record. And it was expensive. The records and VCR tapes were expensive. And, you know, I checked it off. I gave it to my dad. He didn't say nothing. I was like, wow, you gonna let me buy that record? And I got the record. And it was this record, not this exact one. I do have the original record from when I was a kid. I do have it. I don't know where it is. But when I got the record, I listened to it every single day. I wore that record out. And, you know, grew up, forgot all about it. And then a couple of years ago, about 2-3 years ago, me and David was at my mom's house and I was looking for something and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's the record. So I took it, you know, I'm holding it, showing it to David. My mom walks in and she's like, what are you doing with that record? I was like, this is my record. I'm taking it. Oh, you can't take the record. It's mine now. I keep all of your stuff, you and your brother's stuff. And I'm like, what? And I took it anyway. She doesn't know. She'll know now when she sees this video. But I took it, and it's here, and I got it put away. And I bought this one from Goodwill to put on display. I have it. I hang it up. I took it down to show, but because it displays better than mine. But yeah, this record, and this is the back. This record I bought when I was either in 3rd or 4th grade, and I absolutely love this record. Last thing. I hope the whole thing fits in the frame. It's The Undertaker. The Undertaker signed Paul Bearer and a ticket. And I'll hold it up close to the camera so you can see. But David gave me this. I can't remember why. I think it was either our anniversary or Christmas, something like that. I'm a massive Undertaker fan. I love The Undertaker. The Undertaker and Bob Backlund are my favorite wrestlers. A lot of people don't know Bob Backlund. He didn't raise to major popularity, but The Undertaker, I absolutely love The Undertaker. He's my the best wrestler, I believe, again next to Bob Backlund. But David gave me this. He matted it and framed it and gave it to me. Like I said, I think it was either Christmas or birthday or something, Valentine. And he gave me stuff like this for Valentine's Day. But anyway, these are my top five things from my collection. So now I have to name 5 people. So first, it's a guy, you might know him, David Eon from Open by Chance. He has a small collection. You know, he's trying to get some stuff done. I want to tag him. Also, MIB Master Museum. He has a great Mego collection, and he also does G.I. Joe from like the 90s G.I. Joe. And he does a whole lot of other stuff too, because he does a lot of the NECA, the new NECA stuff, the new Mego stuff. He got a lot of things in his collection. And he also does magazines like the Vampirella and stuff like that. So he has a great channel. So I'm tagging him. Lou from Mego Like. He has a Facebook group called Mego Like. I think he changed the name to Mego Lick. That's what he said, but I don't know if he was serious about that. So I'll leave links in the description for all of these channels, especially Lou from Mego Like or Mego Lick, because he says some stuff and you don't always know if he's serious. So Lou, he has a great collection. He always gets a lot of bootleg stuff. He loves the bootlegs. So he has a lot of great things. Also, that was 3. Retro Philosopher. He's big into Funko. I know a lot of you are like, oh, Funko, whatever. That's what he's into, but he might have some other things. But we are talking about people in the community that we're reaching out to, top 5s. And also Black Knight. This Black Knight is a number behind his name, and I can never remember it because I just call him Black Knight. But he has a great collection. So I'm tagging those people, and I'll go to all of their Facebook and YouTubes and leave messages letting them know that I tagged them in the video so that they can put together a video so I can see some of their things. But anyway, again, to Comic Collector Geek, I just want to say thank you for tagging me in the video, my first ever tag, and it was exciting. So thank you for that, and can't wait to see everybody else. Again, forgive me for all of the editing. I had to do some moving around to show you the things, but I hope you enjoyed what I had to bring.